chapter 20, verse number 19. The New International Version, it reads as follows. On the evening of the first day of the week, when the disciples were together with the doors locked for fear of the Jewish leaders, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and his side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. Again, Jesus said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." And with that, he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone's sins, their sins are forgiven. If you do not forgive them, they are not forgiven." Verse 24 says, "Now Thomas, also known as Didymus, one of the 12, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, 'We've seen the Lord.' But he said to them, 'Unless I see the nail marks in his hands and put my fingers where his nails were, and put my hand in his side, I will not believe.' A week later, his disciples were in the house again, and Thomas was with them. Though the doors were locked, Jesus came and stood among them and said, 'Peace be with you.' Then he said to Thomas, 'Put your finger here. See my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe.' Jesus said to him, 'My Lord, my God.' Then Jesus told him, 'Because you have seen me, you have believed. But blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.'" I want you to look with me at verse number 24 and 25. And here's what's really interesting. After the resurrection of Jesus, on that same day, at some point, he appeared to his disciples. He showed himself to them. They saw him. They received peace from him, and they were overjoyed. According to our text that we read, starting in verse 24, conspicuous by his absence is one of the 12 named Thomas. They told Thomas, "Thomas, man, we saw the Lord while you were gone." He said, "Man, I ain't believing y'all. I got to see not just him. I got to see things that will convince me about him that it is him." But here's what's messing with me. What's messing with me is the first time Jesus shows up, Thomas ain't there. I'm trying to figure out why he ain't hanging out with the other 10 people who've been through what he's been through. But then I saw that the other 10 are not just hanging out together, but they're hanging out together in a room with the door locked because they're afraid. Maybe Thomas's issue ain't that he's afraid. Maybe Thomas has another issue. Maybe his issue is like issues that if you don't have now, you've had in the past. Maybe he ain't scared. Maybe he's frustrated. And that's all I want to talk to you about today. Belief. The key to overcoming an enemy called frustration.